My name is Joab Okello, the regional coordinator for Rift Valley. And on behalf of all the clubs in the Rift Valley, we are here at Mahiu to respond, assisting the families who were affected by the floods, which happened a year ago. We were actually among the first responders when this happened. We came, all the clubs together, put resources, and we were able to bring food hampers and clothes and everything that they needed at that point. But then we committed that we would want to do something that is more sustainable, more long-lasting. Must also appreciate SCANN for partnering with us. When we put our funds together, SCANN came through in a matching basis. So for every house we would build, SCANN would build equally another house. So as Rotary, we were able to raise funds to do 7 houses. So practically we're going to do 14. But later we realized that it was going to be unfair. We have 18 families, doing 14 would not be fair. We went back to SCANN and they generously agreed to cover the rest. So we are able to support 18 families, and today we are on ground to restore and house 18 households.
SCANN was founded in 1998, and our primary objective was assisting street children. We believed that by rescuing street children and giving them an education, we would be giving them a future. We would be making them independent members of society. We provide these kids with a home. So remember, these kids stay with us for 10, 12, 14, 16 years. They stay with us. As you're all aware, in 2019, 2020, COVID struck our country. And we started getting children knocking on the doors of our SCANN center, begging for food. So we decided as SCANN to start a hot kitchen. We opened doors and said, anybody who needs a meal, you are free to come and eat here. And we've got 2 hot kitchens which are still running, and we're open 7 days a week, every single day of the year. To date, we have served over 1.6 million meals at our 2 hot kitchens. We do not have projects that we have in mind. We just move in wherever we find there is a need. And this is where my Mahiu came in. We came to the epicenter of where the whole thing started, because this was the community that was hit the hardest. And we felt obligated that we had to come in and help. And we are very pleased that we were able to walk in with the Rotary Club. Joab, a wonderful person to work with. SCANN has worked with Rotary Club in Nakuru on a number of projects, but this was the big one. And we were very happy to have Joab, your representative, with standing by our side and saying, let's do it together. At the end of the day, SCANN financed the building of 11 homes over here, and Rotary Club has financed 7 homes over here. SCANN decided that would it be right to give these devastated families a home which is empty with nothing in it? We thought no. So SCANN decided to add on to the donation that we were already making, and we decided that for each of the 18 homes, we were going to give them 2 beds, 2 mattresses, 4 blankets, a dining table, 4 chairs, a food hamper, a jiko, and even a couple of sufurias were added to it. The total cost of this entire project has ended up at 7.9 million shillings, of which SCANN has contributed just over 5 million shillings, and the balance of 2.9 million shillings has come from Rotary Club.
Vile mmesikia, mimi ni mmoja waathiriwa wale walikutwa na haya maji, na nikachungulia watoto wangu wote wakienda, na wakati hiyo janga ilitokea, wakaja wakasafishwa wote wakaenda. nikabaki hapo kwa ghorofa nikiwa na kamjukuu kangu. Usiku ulikuwa wa maajabu, lakini niliona mkono wa Mungu, sababu najua na naamini ati Mungu ako na sababu ya kuniacha mimi. Ninafurahi sana kwa Rotary na SCANN kwa vile mmekuwa mmetembea pamoja na sisi, mmetujali, mmetujengea makao. Hakuna wenye wamekuja kama nyinyi SCANN na Rotary vile mmetujengea makao, na tunashukuru sana. Mungu awabariki sana, na hata manyumbani mwenu Mungu awabariki sana.
Mimi ni mmoja wa wale ambao waliadhirika hapa. Niliweza kupoteza mama yangu, and she was not only my mom, she was my best friend. Niliweza kupoteza msichana wangu ambaye alikuwa form 4. Pia niliweza kupoteza my biological son ambaye alikuwa form 1. Nilikuwa na ng'ombe za maziwa pale, zote ziliweza kubebwa na maji. So niseme ya kwamba Rotary na SCANN chenye mumefanya siku ya leo, yeyote ambaye amehusika, Mungu awabariki, Mungu awatende mema, kwa sababu kwa kweli mumesimama pamoja nasi. May God bless you all.
I like to thank everyone who is involved in this amazing project, starting with our very valuable partners, SCANN Nakuru, for being very valuable partners. As Rotary Club of Naivasha, when this thing came out, myself and our past president were actually out of the country, but we were able, the members who were present, Dominic and Billy Muturi, they were able to quickly mobilize, and we started thinking, how can we respond to this very urgent tragedy that had hit our neighborhood? Now we got sponsors who came immediately. As we were fundraising, I'd like to appreciate members of Rotary Club of Naivasha and Rotaract Club of Naivasha. We got support from the following donors: from Florence's, which is a flower farm in Naivasha, from Naivasha Horti Fair, from Deritas East Africa, from Modhoni Kariu, who is one of our members, from Alphas Limited, from Enashipai Hotel, from Wildfire Limited, from Priest Mark, who is one of our members, from Chavetas, which is an NGO based in Nyamathi, from also some of my family members contributed. We also have Joseph Gitao, who is also our member, and Roda Masaku is our member, and so many of our members contributed indirectly. Those are the main sponsors we got during when we were fundraising, and we were able to collect quite a substantial amount of money, I think about 1.2 million shillings during that period.
My name is Evantas Waweru Washira, President of the Rotary Club of Nakuru. First, I want to appreciate what has been done here. This is what Rotary is all about, and this is what community service is all about. Many times when we say that we are Rotarians at work, many people don't see that work, but I think today we can see it. This has been long in the making. When Job first mentioned about this project and us joining hands, I was a bit skeptical about it, because I thought like every club would want to go out there, do something and shine alone. But Job, he's quite convincing. He was able to convince everybody, and today we are here. Besides that, we have very good support from our friends, the SCANN Foundation, who came and did, mostly they have been doing the heavy lifting when we have projects in our club. And we are glad that today we are seeing 18 units that we couldn't do together, alone as Rotary. I also want to appreciate the Rotarians from the Rotary Club of Nakuru. Anytime we have had to come and look at what is happening on the ground, they have put everything aside and they have been coming with us. When we needed to raise some small funds to be able to bring staff to Naivasha, they were able to do it. So for the community here, we need to give them a starting point. We need to give them a way to be able to reclaim their land. The best way to do that is to get them to move these stones away. And the best way to move these stones away is to move them economically. But having looked at this community, we have done everything for them, we have built a house for them, but where is the water? Those are small ideas that we can still keep on thinking about, so that somewhere along the way, they told us last time there was an intake somewhere that went bust when all this happened. So can people come together and also help the community to get that back? I believe the list is endless, because for us people that are starting from the scratch, there's a long way to go. But at least when you have a house, when you have a home, that is the best starting point that you can have as a family. We hope to continue linking up with SCANN in the future, working together, because as Mr. Shamsha, you can see in this community, there's a whole lot that needs to be done. Somewhere along the way, we should be able to work together. We should be able to adopt this community, and when we leave finally and say that now we are leaving you, they'll have seen what, they'll have been able to turn around their lives.
My name is Betty Mora. I'm a member of Rotary Club of Narok and an assistant governor in Rift Region. So on behalf of all the members of Narok and our partners, I'd like to say thank you, and a big thank you to SCANN. We really, as a Rift Region, we really appreciate your support, not only through this project, but also the Sunshine Rally and other projects. We really appreciate your partnership. So mine is to say thank you, and I am happy to the partnership that we have as the Rift Region. Thanks.
My name is Rotarian Lois Onyango. It was unfortunate that what has brought us here is such a catastrophic event. And as a club, we've never done any massive project, and we were so scared. So we started hiding behind the big shots from RC Nakuru, SCANN, RC Naivasha. And it was so familiar to see the certain names, Soundman, that's PP Billy, and our RC, and of course a mention of Naivasha and SCANN. And we felt like we were in good hands. So we let them take control and plan this whole project. So as RC Eldama Ravine, I'm very grateful to the stewardship that was done by all the major partners and the greater Rotary clubs that are within Rift Valley. I thank you for the partnership. I currently serve as an assistant governor, and sometimes rallying people together is not an easy thing, more so volunteers. And this is a great show of unity, of love, and I really want to thank you, SCANN, Mr. Shemshe, Madam, RC, for forging that partnership to be that strong. All Rotarians, I know a lot of times we feel like what we have is small, but you see the mighty power of bringing it all together. As Rift, I think this is just the start. Like you've had, we can decide to put gutters, do one tank at a time, so that they have clean water for drinking, for cooking, as we look at a major project.
There's something else I'd love to all of us to see, that this house is built here. But as you can see, there is no source of income within this homestead. So again, it goes to say that we still need to come in and assist as much as we can, because clearly these families need goats, they need cows. So if anybody is touched to bring even chicken, chicks for that matter, I believe we still have something to do for this community. So I would appreciate, because SCANN, they had an option of going alone, to get full credit. Rotary also had the option of going alone to get full credit. But look at what magnificent results we have when the two merge.
My name is Eunice Kamau, a member of Rotary Club of Waridi, as they have branded as the Flowery Club. For me, I am touched. I was listening to the testimonies of the beneficiaries, and you can still see what happened last year, still fresh in their minds, in their hearts. And for me, it's to appreciate all of us, like the mind, the thought. I think I was here, I came, I think the second or the third day after the tragedy. And yes, as you look at those stones, I was still wondering how, but at least there is an improvement now with these houses. hopefully life will come back to normalcy. From us, thank you.
Hey, my name is Rotarian Wambui Karanja, President Rotary Club of Lavington, Nairobi. You know, after having learned about this project, and first it was of course the tragedy that was nationwide, but being on ground and really seeing what the clubs in partnership with SCANN have been able to achieve is really monumental. As a Rotarian, I think this is the true spirit of Rotary, just coming together to make life easier for, you know, the communities we come from. I would want to really congratulate them for these first steps. Just like we've listened and heard from various speakers, a lot remains to be done. There is needs for water, electricity, especially water collection, so tanks and the likes. These are 18 homes that have been achieved, but 160 livelihoods were affected, so we still have a long way to go. I think what I would really like to say as a humble plea, across the family of Rotary, we are many, we are legion, is to pull together. Reach out to the Rift Region clubs led by RC Job Okello and see how we can come together, pull together a tank from one club, a gutter from one club, our expertise to just really come and transform this community. We've listened to survivors. It's been a tough journey. It continues to be tough. This is just a relief. So yeah, I just call up to Rotarians, friends of Rotary, other partners to just try and ease this.
So we really appreciate and really remembering when we came here and there was nothing, all we were facing were rocks and everything. It was really touching. Today, hearing the testimonies from the beneficiaries, the many times you've come, I didn't get that part of this project, but clearly I got a different side of this, and it really got me a bit emotional. And to be able to imagine that these families will no longer be begging for places to kind of have a place where they can call home. We are giving them a home and giving them everything that they need. Makes me so proud, and I'm so proud of what Rotary is doing, and with the partnership with SCANN, we're able to deliver this. I must say, today, I'm a proud Rotarian, and I'm so proud to be leading a team in the Rift Valley that is making it all happen. We are redefining Rotary. This is what we ought to do, and I'm hoping that we can continue supporting these families. On behalf of the clubs, I can promise that this is not the last time you're seeing us here. We'll still come back. There are a lot that these communities need. Every club has their own strengths. We'll put together all those strengths and be able to restore these families and give them a better life.